Imagine receiving a message from someone who seems friendly, helpful, and trustworthy. Over time, they build a connection, gain your trust, and present you with an opportunity that seems too good to ignore. Weeks later, your money is gone. The person disappears. The question is, how did they convince you in the first place? Successful scammers rarely rely on hacking technology. They rely on understanding human psychology. They aren't looking for bugs in code. They are looking for bugs in our judgment. This is social engineering. It's the practice of manipulating people into giving away information, money, or access by exploiting human psychology rather than technical vulnerabilities. Instead of bypassing a firewall, they bypass your skepticism. They use keys forged from our own natural instincts, our desire to help, our fear of loss, and our hope for a better future. One of the most powerful tools in their arsenal is authority bias. We are evolved to trust people in positions of power or expertise. When a scammer impersonates a bank employee, a tax official, or even a celebrity, our critical thinking often shuts down. We assume if they look the part, they must be the part. This perceived legitimacy creates a shortcut in our brains. Instead of verifying the request, we focus on the authority of the requester. Then there is trust building. Scammers aren't always in a rush. Some of the most effective frauds take weeks or even months to execute. They create familiarity and friendliness. They ask about your family, your day, and your dreams. They become a digital friend, someone you feel you know. Once that emotional bridge is built, your defenses are lowered. You are no longer interacting with a stranger. You are interacting with someone you trust, and that is when they strike. To prevent you from thinking clearly, scammers introduce scarcity and urgency. They create an artificial time pressure to force a fast decision. When we feel rushed, our fight or flight response takes over. The logical part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex, gets bypassed in favor of raw emotion. This is often paired with FOMO, the fear of missing out. Scammers show you others who are getting rich quickly, making you feel like the only one staying behind. Social proof is a powerful motivator. If everyone else is doing it, it must be safe, right? Scammers use this herd mentality to lead victims right off a cliff. We saw this on a massive scale with the collapse of FTX. It wasn't just a technical failure, it was a psychological one built on trust, reputation, and perceived legitimacy. Investors believed their funds were safe because of the platform's high profile. They trusted the faces they saw, not the mechanics behind the curtain. Modern investment scams often use a strategy called pig butchering. This is a long-term manipulation where victims are fattened up with fake successes before the final blow. It starts small. You invest a little, and the scammer shows you a fake profit. They might even let you withdraw some money to prove it's real. Now that you're hooked, you're convinced. You send a much larger amount, your savings, your retirement. And that is when the scammer vanishes. The pig has been butchered. The accounts are frozen, the friend is gone, and the money is unrecoverable. It's a calculated, cold-blooded cycle. Scammers succeed because they understand predictable human behaviors. They aren't experts in computers. They are experts in us. They play on the very things that make us human. Our desire to be liked, our hope for a better life, and our fear of being left behind. The most effective scams don't break computers. They break human judgment. They turn ordinary conversations into million-dollar frauds. By studying emotions, biases, and trust, scammers can manipulate almost anyone. But knowledge is the ultimate defense. The more we understand these tactics, the harder they become to use. Because once you see the strings, the puppet master loses his power. Understanding the scam is the first step to avoiding it. Stay safe out there.